What's up? Welcome back to the shop, back on the bench, fresh from Fort Myers race. It was a blistering hot, 96 degrees. Gonna be a short recap here for Betty. She didn't save many of her tickets. She was what I call heroing the car down through there. Instead of letting the car and tuning it to the surface, she was just forcing it down through there. So she only saved a few tickets, so that was her first pass. When we started testing, she ended up a best of the day of a 197 at 71, which is still awesome. And we got another ticket here, but 2 flat. And if it's just not a good day, that's all for either one of us. So, as you can see, I got some tires being mounted, some Voodoo Golds, got some Exotex being mounted up, checking some Voodoo Golds for leaks. And she'll be back. I ain't even sweating it. Just had a bad day. All good and fun. All right, back here with Jekyll. I had to enter Jekyll in the race, and I'll explain why after I give you the overview of Jekyll. Everything's the same with the car. Got the Phantom 3.0 in it with a 13.7 rotor, 18, you see that, 1893. Had to run the blue dots with air. Obviously everything's on air because we had some tire issues, blowing them out, hitting ramps. Hint, hint, wink, wink. Real quick, so I only got 2 test passes, and then I had to go in the first round, and you guys know the gun is froze. So, just like last week, I got a 2-0 out of it in first round. Actually, the buyback round. That's Rob, just Rob. He just switched over to R1, so he's doing real good. The track just gave me a 2 flat in that lane. Didn't really touch it. Now, the reason why I sold the other car is I don't want 2 cars. Well, I ordered this a long time ago. It was on pre-order. Well, it finally arrived. In the meantime, you guys all know I built a mid-motor car. So I got a Castle coming 4-pole for this. We're gonna make this mid-motor complete all Castle. I can't have 2 cars the same, and then I will end up selling one of them like I did Hive. Be right back with the new car. Did a little backwards, but I want to explain more about the new car. Here she is. It's a mutt. I built this car to test a few theories. Weight is one of them. Alright. So, as you guys know, I don't know crap about mid-motor. My first car. So I threw a tune-up in it and it went at 232. Nothing, nothing, nothing. Just tipping away at it. Now I plan on ending this car in the race. So we're just ticking away at it. As you see, it's going down. I mean, the car, I have to tell you right now, with the mid-motor so much, I'm not sure if it's a rotation of the motor. It ain't the weight bias as of right now because it's the same weight bias as Jekyll. It has about the same center of gravity. The pickup points moved a little further forward because the engine's not in the back. But my most exciting thing, what's got me excited, is the pin angle now. I don't have to fight squat anymore, guys. As you see, this car here, it's got squat built in, as you know about the pin angle. So I got purple springs and STP oil treatment in there to calm that rear end down. Well, this car is just the opposite in the rear. I have the wheelie bar just so I can adjust it. Look at that, I can just adjust it because I don't know. It was touching it, so I was adjusting it, if you guys seen it. And with this car, I got the lightest spring Traxxas makes the yellow with 20 weight oil. So there's, I mean, and it's working. So I have still a lot to learn. I don't even know if the shock oil is right in the back. So The fastest pass I got of it was a 204. And then I went to turn it up to do my first 190. And then I finally popped a set. Look at that. This left the patch on the starting line. Christian from Miami Streets handed it to me. I ended up, it made a move in the middle, and I'm like, what's going on? The car's been going straight. I only got 6 runs on it, and I hit the center cone, so you guys can see it in a test pass, and I'm not sure if this one blew. As you see, it did not break at the stitching. And look at the tore there too. I knew it was coming. You see inside, it's delaminated. Probably not, but no big deal. So I just put the car away because there was no damage done to it. Real excited to do further testing. The car was designed for this battery. And when you ask why was it designed for this battery, it's because this battery weighs a freaking ton. But Juan Diaz, good friend of mine and kicking ass locally right now, he runs 182s about a week ago consistently. Friend of mine, Danny, gave him this battery to borrow 2 races ago, and he put it in, went right straight to like 178, and picked up 5 miles an hour with no change. So that sold me. So I ran these numbers with that. I know it'll go much faster. I wasn't even taxing the battery. I think my lowest voltage on the DRK was 7. I mean, really, I was only at a 10 slew rate when I went the 04. So I'm real excited about having a car that I don't have to fight squat. You can just go forward instead of ripping the tire off the ground and making it look like it's doing work when it's not. I put oil in mine, and there's a hole on this side with the DRC. Let me start from the beginning, all right, and tell you what this car is made of. So we start up here. It's a McAllister front bumper, body mounts, plastic RPM arms, bulkhead. The bottom plate is what I bought, and that is an undercover, which I believe is Greg Bridgewater. So then, this out of the way, I put a MKS 575 Slimline, and I redid all the geometry, so there's no bump steer. Get these out of the way. So these are titanium, but all my links are on the way. Titanium links and titanium hardware. This car is about lightweight. Got the ST front shocks, 166 millimeters, and they are run down just like any of my other cars. You're not moving that suspension unless you crash. So this is it's really a mutt. This is shock tower, is an extreme shock tower. So we make our way to the back. We've got a motive, the DRK 3.0 with a 13.5 millimeter. Found some new killer solder, 6040. Wish I had it out, man. Look how nice that stuff lays. Thanks to Chris for turning me on to that. Again, we're back here. It's all DRC back here. Got the DRC tranny, DRC arms. I don't know if you can see or not, but I had to shim everything. You see that shim washer right there? Because I wanted everything tight, like they say, Traxxas slop. Well, this ain't got no slop. This thing is tight. Look at the steering. It is awesome. I'm real excited to test further. That's why I'm mounting up some gold voodoos for this thing. Oh, real quick, you guys want a light that you don't have to attach to the car that you can see? It's like 10 million lumens. I don't know how long the battery lasts, but it's awesome. Just a flick of the switch, you got light. So that's it. In the back, let's see, we got DRC, the Pro lines that I love, Traxxas stock shocks, hot racing hubs. And we end up back here with the Exotech wheelie bar that I love so much. So there's the new car. It's a mutt, but I'm telling you right now, on those 5 or 6 passes, it didn't even try and raise the front end. I love having no squat. And I got the 1.5 arms that you can bolt on here that'll drop this down in the front. So it'll be like this, which will give me separation. I'm real excited. I don't know if you guys can tell. I can't wait until the next test session. We'll be out there giving it hell. Appreciate everyone stopping by, man. You know it. We will snap your neck. All right, guys. Y'all have a good week. See what happens with the Royalty Castle 4-pole castle car that I'm going to put together. Check will get in a makeover. Put this battery in, get this one out, start retuning. Alright, even with this battery, this battery ready to go weighs 67 ounces. You do the conversion.